Alrighty, what's going on guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'll show you a little update. Sorry for yesterday not able to post videos. I was actually having a lot of issues with my internet connection, my internet provider. So well, today I'll show you a few setups, but just to let you know, we didn't make any entry today. Just waiting for a much better setup at this point. Markets are kind of like pulling back, still are actually pulling back. Starting with Nasdaq, you can see here on the daily time frame, the market could be, it's already getting, I don't know if you saw my previous video on Wednesday, when I was talking about this push, okay? This push right here, the market is getting already inside the golden zone. So we're basically waiting for a much better position. Right now it's going down slowly because actually Nasdaq has been consolidating for about 2 days now. If you can see this consolidation, this little box right here, pretty much it's been for you can see pretty much from here till today, so about 2 days and 7 hours it's been consolidating, so not doing much. Okay, so when I always tell my students this, when the market starts consolidating that way, oh guys, get prepared, because whatever direction is going to break, if it breaks to the downside or breaks to the upside, the market will go very strong. Okay, so right here, if we go in a 4 hour, you can see that okay, it might looks like, you know, price big push, the price consolidated a lot here, and now today gave this big bearish candle, right? But still it's like kind of like within even this week, you see the size of this week right here, we're still within that box, and is getting closer to another level, okay, which is this pretty much little resistance slash support. Let's see what type of reaction is going to have here, or it could even get to the 14,000 level, which is the psychological level. Alrighty, so no setup on Nasdaq for today, and rather than just waiting. Be careful guys on the bigger time frame. This is how it's looking on the weekly time frame. Okay, big rejection to the psychological level on the 15,000, bearish engulfing candle, so this could mean, you know, another massive drop. This drop could, it depends, could either stop somewhere around here, just waiting, you know, we just follow, right? So if the market gets to this level and it gives you some type of sign to buy, go ahead, make your entries. But at the moment, you know, still we're just guessing at this point. So if it gets here, it gives you a sign, you can buy. But it's also very potential that the market could continue dropping. Okay, it could be also, if you use your Fibonacci from this high to this low, the market could be just pulling back. You have a massive drop, correction, reaction to the golden zone, reaction to the psychological level, reaction to this support, and now giving you a bearish engulfing candle. Boom, this could be another, you know, massive fall on Nasdaq. So let's see what's going to happen next week, if it's going to continue falling. Okay, this is a weekly right now, so look how it closed. The entire week has been down after 1, 2, 3 weeks up. So it could be either just pulling back, or it's an entire correction from this massive drop right here. So let's see anyways what's going to happen next week with Nasdaq. Jumping on to US 30, also big rejections. Look at that on the weekly, rejecting 1, 2, 3 weeks. It's been rejecting the 35,000 psychological level right here. It's been struggling. If we go on a daily, it's looking like this. If we go on a 4 hour, it's creating a nice little flag formation. So waiting for some type of breakout either to the upside, or let's see if it's gonna drop as well. could be a big head and shoulder also. If you see it on the daily time frame, you see the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So maybe the right shoulder is the one that is forming right now, and this thing could start dropping and maybe could reach again the 33,000 level. It's very likely to happen. So you see, again, just watching right now, waiting for a much better setup to actually get in. So at the moment, just right there on US 30. S&P 500 pretty much doing exactly the same thing. If we go on a bigger time frame, weekly, you see the rejections. Look at that pin bar, how it closed. And you know, the same thing here. Could be either the market could start completing a pullback, you know, it could start falling, getting to the golden zone, maybe to the 4,400 level, and then start looking to buy around, maybe around this area. But this, at least this technical analysis, guys, that I'm showing you today is telling me on the long term that could drop, that maybe you know, the pullback, it's gonna continue falling. Okay, so a much bigger drop is expected just by seeing technical analysis. Okay, now when it comes to fundamentals, to news, you know, news can change everything, unless you know how these days have been, right? We've been having not many news. I believe yesterday, the day before yesterday, the Feds were talking about the interest rates, and that affected a little bit. But as long as we don't have bad news or continuing or news that are getting worse, the market could still potentially, you know, could still continue pushing up, as long as the news are not getting worse. Okay, what's currently happening, we already know that high inflation rates are still there. The high interest rates, the inflation, the war in Ukraine is still there. You know, everything is still there. It's just that it's not getting worse. Things are actually the same, pretty much like the momentum of that crazy thing when it was exploding. It's like it's something normal now. It's becoming normal, you know, unfortunately. And once it becomes normal, the market tends to react to that, and it tends to react positively. Actually, the market starts pushing up, okay, because things are not getting just worse. Things are exactly the same as they were, you know. So unless some other type of news will come up, really bad news that get things worse, or maybe another discussion with the Feds in the United States, you know, can get it worse, or the issues in Ukraine can get, you know, I don't know, if they start mentioning nuclear weapons again, or maybe another threat to another country or something like that. Depends, you know, things can get worse. So if that happens, the market will crash. Okay, will continue crashing. If not, then we're going to see maybe the market correcting next week. Hopefully, let's see what's going to happen. But I hope, you know, this actually makes sense. Taking a look at gold, actually, I also missed this entire break right here, because this happened, I believe, yesterday. I was not in the charts. I didn't have any internet connection at all, and I was kind of watching this big consolidation on gold, and I was looking that it was forming some type of, you know, wedge formation. The price was like squeezing, and I completely missed it. So after the breakout, you see what's happening right there. Well, that setup was basically on a 2-hour time frame, and look at that beautiful breakout here, then pulling back, coming back basically to retest the breakout, and then started pushing up. So several ways to get in here, either aggressively, you could have entered there on the breakout, or maybe here if you spotted some type of, I don't know, maybe the breakout of that little flag, because that looked like a flag, you know. So you could have maybe caught this little flag breakout to the upside, and you enter with the breakout, stop below, and you hold, you know, you go this thing 1 to 2, or you can aim to the 1950 on gold. But anyways, still pushing, and it closed the actual day on the green, basically. Let's see if next week is going to continue pushing up and maybe reaching this previous highs, or will reject the 1950 again and it will start or just continue. You see, when gold is like this as well, is because things are not moving at all. The news are pretty much the same, everything is the same, nothing is being too crazy right now. So it's just preparing right here, it's just consolidating after being very, very overbought in this point. So let's wait, guys, for next week what's going to happen with the markets. Okay, if you're if you like this type of content, guys, I highly recommend you, and you're new, please subscribe. I post videos every single day. I try to post every single day unless something happens. I do post videos every single day. You can see me trading, if I make entries, if I lose trades, if I don't make any type of entry at all. You will see pretty much all my setups at the end of the day. All right, thanks again for watching. Subscribe, give it a big thumbs up. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day, guys.